Hey everyone, it's move out week here at Northwestern University. All the students are going home from the summer, and that means that a lot of their perfectly good furniture is going into the dumpster and going into the landfill. Because right now as a community, we do not have a way to process these perfectly good furniture and household items. So we're here with our high school students. We're going to go over to campus and think of a few strategies we can use to reduce how much waste is ending up in the landfill. Let's go.
So this is our first strategy, and it's just bringing awareness to the amount of waste that's being created. We're here at the Northwestern campus, and it only took us like a couple of minutes to find a crazy amount of waste. There are like 12 mattresses in this dumpster alone. So we're documenting this, and then we're going around to all the other dumpsters.
So right now we're working on strategy number 2, which is data collection. So we've created a survey and we posted it around. We have it on the flyer right here. It's basically asking students before they dump their furniture away, tell us what they're dumping and maybe how much. What we need to look at for our data basically is that, just how much furniture is being thrown away and what really is being thrown away.
So the problem with the first and second strategies is they actually don't do anything to reduce waste. So the third strategy we're doing is to encourage reuse.
Yeah, so what we're doing right now is we're setting up areas next to the dumpster that people can come by and drop off their furniture, because we noticed yesterday while we were walking around that people were more likely to pick up gently used furniture if it wasn't in the dumpster. So we were thinking if we just have a zone not in the dumpster, just next to it, we could help promote more reuse.
So we've been out here all day figuring out how to divert waste, how to promote reuse, but what do you all think is like the best long-term solution for the problem that we've seen today?
I think that from my perspective, the best long-term solution would be to set up what we were talking about, setting up some kind of organization where we could have people, drop off their used furniture and
Sure.
then have the school be able to sell it back at a cheaper rate for the students that are incoming in the fall.
Certainly. And what do you think, how do you think students could be involved in being part of that solution?
I mean, maybe like on-campus jobs, like having them organize, even just student participation, right? Like maybe volunteering to collect the furniture or to, store it somewhere, that kind of thing.
For sure.
Maybe some sort of student committee every year that has students that give feedback on the process every year and just kind of oversee it.
Yeah, true. That's a great idea, because when you think about all the stakeholders you have to engage for this, every person at Northwestern lives in a different residential hall or a different sorority or a different fraternity, whatever it is. So you might need different solutions for different places. So that's a good idea as far as getting people kind of representatives, as part of the solution. Ellie, do you want to talk a little bit about, since you were part of the planning process for what we're doing today, what went into planning this kind of project?
It definitely a lot of just talking and brainstorming and thinking about how can we make it as easy as possible for Northwestern students, and talking to other college students. The person who was at the Youth Coalition meeting gave us valuable insight, and talking to you about, because you went to Northwestern, and just trying to think about how can we make this the most sustainable as possible while being the easiest as possible for Northwestern students so they actually do it.
Yeah, because do you think you can really blame Northwestern students for this happening?
No, absolutely not. I think more blame should go on the administration than them, because being a college student is hard, and it's a lot of stuff, and I don't know where else they would put it, honestly, with the current situation.
Yeah, there are some places that could take things like this, say Rebuilding Exchange on Dempster, or the Restore, Habitat for Humanity Restore, but those are all in Western Evanston, right? And most of these students don't have cars. Most of them are just trying to catch a flight to get home. So I think you're totally right. We need to make it as easy as possible. What do you all think were some of the most surprising things you've seen today?
I think definitely the dumpster full of mattresses was kind of crazy. The one mattress on top that was still wrapped, it was just very interesting to see
the amount of totally usable things that, like, I mean, even if they weren't in a dumpster, people would be picking up, you know, and taking them. Like, you know, sometimes we find furniture in the alleys that people have just dumped and you take it home. Like, even having it not in a dumpster, I think.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.